Hello collective, welcome to a new guidance reading, a new collective guidance reading. I do actually think that today's guidance reading is going to be for me a little bit different than usual. I know a big part of this guidance reading is going to be channeled, and I'm going to be using, a few cards in order to let things click into place, okay, energetically, so I can tune in into cards and then I can get the messages. This is some sort of a help for me in order to get a little bit more deeper into this practice or this allowing. It's more about allowing of being able to channel. Okay, so I would say I would really like to draw very interesting. I've been shuffling the deck, pre-shuffling, and we have in the back of the deck the Divine Feminine, which has the number 21. So this card that I'm going to pull now will kind of set the tone for the upcoming 3 to 5 days is what I get. Okay, let's have a look. We have the card of empowerment. Well, Jupiter. And I do very much get this it's like a stream coming towards us, and I do really get that I'm getting visuals. I do get the Eight of Wands. I do get some sort of mechanism in order to get into this role, in order to allow yourself to flow with these Eight of Wands, and what I do feel now, they show me the Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is an indicator for me in order for us to recognize our achievements. I've been doing today a few readings, and all of them, they have the same notion. It is about being aware of your breakthroughs and fall in love with yourself. Okay, this will be our empowerment. This empowerment that is coming towards us will absolutely be something that we are going, I hear the word effortlessly, that we are going to be able to create effortlessly in order to push us, over the next wave and the next wave. This is like, I do see some sort of mechanism, like clockwork. Things are kind of gripping into one another. Okay, let's have a look. I would really like to, first of all, maybe I'm getting more, read out the card number 26, which is very interesting because 2 plus 6 equals 8. And I've been just talking about, okay, the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands, they are giving me the notion of abundance. Well, yeah. Okay, so okay, I get it. And they are talking about that we are we are now collectively shifting, like one after the other. It's like not everything is kind of arriving once, like all of us on the same day or in the same hour. It is like waves. They show me waves the whole time. And yes, and they're saying that it is very important for us in order to be in the receptive mode, because this receptive mode will allow, okay, this receptive mode will allow you to, how do I say this? Okay, will allow you to benefit from these energetic waves that are coming towards you, because they are pushing further. They're pushing forward your own self-established, you have been establishing this belief system by yourself, this notion of empowerment, this notion of being aware of your achievements in order for you to push you further. You know now more about the alchemy, and so what do I need to, which button do I need to push in order to get into a certain state, into a certain vibration, into a receptive vibration. For many of you, it may not, when we are talking about being in the receptive vibration or being receptive, we are not talking about receiving gifts in the way you are used to. We are talking about receiving by being aware of your opportunities that are unfolding in front of your eyes. Okay, so I would like to pull another card. What else is it that I should be talking about? What else should I be talking about? The Hierophant. Yeah. Okay, for many of you, it might mean that you are very much asked to walk the path less traveled. This is for the most of us. And now the reminder for you is that if you are standing in front of a situation that you have been facing before, maybe many years ago for some of you, ask yourself, am I still the same person than in the previous situation? And many of you might initially have this notion of emotional memory, this feeling of pain, this feeling of suffering, the feeling of not being worthy, the feeling of not being enough. But remember that this is only a memory, and this memory stems from decisions that you have been making beforehand, and that you have been living a life that formed you. But that's why we are asking you to have a look at your previous achievements, because almost all of them will be the evidence of you not being the same person than in the previous situation. That you are different now. You are new. So, you now might need to ask yourself whether it is adequate to react. Yeah, okay, I get it. Or to take responsibility for yourself, for what it is that you want to be, where you want to get, and which timeline you want to choose. That is your responsibility. And if you are worried whether you can do this or not, just review your previous achievements. They will show you the evidence of you being absolutely capable of what is coming towards you, of this opportunity that might scare you at first, that might push you at first into an emotion that you have been connecting to a situation that was similar to this one. But we need to break the habit. We need to break this habit of reaction due to an emotional memory that we once had. Great. Yes, it is. And by the way, we also have here the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, guys, again, is a reminder for you that you have been training a lot, okay? We have been doing a lot in the previous times. We have been creating a stable and fertile ground, literally is what I hear. And especially another thing, by the way, we have in the back of the deck, we have the Judgment. Absolutely. These are karmic structures or karmic energy or energetic cords that we are still kind of connecting, or that are still connecting us to past memories, to past emotions. Something that is not us anymore, actually. Okay. Anything else? Seven of Cups. Yeah. The Seven of Cups. Thank you so much. So the Seven of Cups is absolutely a card that has that popped up in the previous 4 readings that I've been doing, like today. I think this card came out like in each reading. I think it was each reading. If it wasn't the Seven of Cups, we might have had the Two of Wands. You know, it's like taking a decision. And this is like very much tied to the Hierophant, because taking decisions, okay, I'm getting the Emperor. Taking decisions is absolutely a part of standing up for yourself, because they are the tangible equivalent, or the active equivalent to us knowing who we are, to us standing up for ourselves in first place. And in first place, actually, when we're doing the inner work. Okay? Can I get another one, please? Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's absolutely about closing out a cycle. And we have the Page of Pentacles, which talks about a new beginning. And it's actually a new beginning with the pentacle that we have been creating. Look over here, this little boy is holding it in his hand. And it's like, yeah, this is the thing with the Hermit card over here and around the topic of walking the path less traveled. Yeah, absolutely. It might be something that you individually, or also, very interesting, that's why we also have the Judgment card, also on an ancestral, on from an ancestral point of view. Okay, maybe you're really something doing that like your whole bloodline tried to avoid. Okay, and that your whole bloodline didn't really get to manage. This is, for example, something that is pretty much tied to me. And that's seriously very interesting. Again, karmic bonds. Karmic bonds is a big thing, to be honest. It's very interesting because I just saw this single card over here laying over there. Over here laying over there. Anyways, we have the Cosmic Flower, which is number 18. And yes, this here is a lot, because 18 breaks down to a 9. This is like also about closing out cycles, bringing something to the end. The frequency of the Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home. Yeah, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world, which is our core essence, our beingness, who we are. Okay, that which drives us. Okay, so right now, guys, I don't really feel it's really much about, you know, collecting strength or something like this. We have been doing this like enough. And I really feel that that when we are having over here this card of empowerment, this is something I really feel collectively, especially, of course, this collective that I'm talking to, is really going to come to the decision, okay, let's make the Hanged Man, okay, let's see this whole stuff from a different perspective, or quote unquote just surrender to the current situations, because we know that there's nothing that we can control. The only thing that we can control, or that we can have that we have in our hands, is how we perceive the situation. And this will absolutely change, or this will absolutely shift into higher frequencies when we're doing the Hierophant clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, you know, standing up for ourselves because we know we can. Or just like walking our talk and really surrendering, like do your best and surrender the rest. That's what the Hierophant is really clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, is absolutely talking to me. Do your best and surrender the rest. So, and when we intuitively feel that it is necessary, take an action and make the choice. Do it. Okay? You intuitively absolutely know that this thing that you are still kind of, you know, whatever it is, this is different for each and every one of us. But being aware of the fact that this is now coming to an end. And I know that collectively, us, we are pretty much aware of the fact we just have had this third eye vision, this knowing around that we know we're gonna come to the point, and then it will kind of unfold itself. It's like right now everything is just unfolding. Okay, and we are over here watching. Okay, and when we are kind of seeing this thing that we intuitively feel connected to, okay, is popping up, we're gonna take action. Okay, that's how it is. So until then, absolutely stay grounded. Okay, and practice the frequency of happiness. We have the Queen of Wands in the back of the deck, which is like passion, life force, energy. This is to me number 8. Absolutely, number 8. It is so beautiful. By the way, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Wow. Unity consciousness. Absolutely. And what is going to connect us on a higher frequency more and more is us detaching from the lower frequencies. Okay, because when we are, I'm getting visuals, okay, and what I'm saying is absolutely not really right now based on science or something like that, but what I do really feel that, like, when we are more in the higher frequencies, it is way more easy somehow for us to connect with each other, because I do feel that there is not a lot of density, you know, going on in the higher realms, which would make absolutely sense. So it would be way more easy for us to connect with each other. And I think the pure awareness around the fact that we are always connected, okay, will, okay, that's why I got the Divine Feminine. Let me just read this for you out to close out the reading, okay? The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side. Well, exactly. Allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. You cannot make this up even if you would try, seriously. So, yeah, it is these cards, and they are not much. All of them are connected with each other. One leads to the other. This is alchemy, guys, okay? This is alchemy. This is really working like a clockwork. 1 + 1 = 2. And it's logic. You can also understand these things really based on logic if you tend to be more of a logic person, which is completely fine. Yeah. So what we're putting in energetically is what we're receiving in return. When we're putting in security, simply based on the knowing around our security that we have within ourselves, We don't depend our security on our external reality. That's not what we're doing here anymore. Okay, so know that you have been practicing a lot. You have been doing such a great job, and you are now so freaking ready to not only let go of one thing but also to receive the next thing. And guys, remember, we just had a full moon in Virgo. I accidentally said full moon in Cancer in the previous readings, but it is the full moon in Virgo, and we have more awareness right now, because Virgo is really about having a look at the details. Our awareness is what I do feel really, really heightened. Take advantage of this energy. Take advantage, because it's such a beautiful flow energy. This is what I get. Okay? Take a beautiful ride, and yeah, see you on the other side. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a blessed start in the week. Stay grounded, and namaste.